Hello my lovely crafty people, and today we are back with Junk Journal January, and today is day 14 and we are getting our whimsy on. So if you've been following along, you'll know that Junk Journal January is a collaboration project between lots of different YouTubers, hosted by Lindsey at The Vintage Button and Sandra at Be Happy Stationery, using this beautiful digital kit that can be downloaded from Sandra's Ko-fi shop, links in the description below. Big shout out to Jeanette from Crafting Dragon Designs for this beautiful digital images. So yesterday was glow, and we added kind of a shimmery golden glow to the page, and today we are getting our whimsy on. So where's my little pegs gone? Just going to peg up the pages so they don't fall down halfway through, and we are going to get our whimsy on. So I remembered that I'd been using my scrap roll, and I haven't used that for a couple of days, and I haven't used any of the images from this book that I've got, Once We Were Young, Once They Were Young, Once We Were Young. Got some beautiful images, so I dug out those two little girls out of the book. Also gone through my stamps on book pages, and I've dug out some fairy butterfly wings, and today's page is this kind of crackled wintry kind of leafy scene, and because these two girls are looking at something, I thought we'd include this owl in today's page so that they're looking at something. And yesterday I said I wanted to create a belly band, and whilst I have been trying to keep my pages simple as I possibly can, I did want to create something slightly different so that I could show you another technique. So using my scrap roll, I'm just going to cut off or tear off a length that's roughly the length of the page, okay? And I think we're going to have that right at the edge there. Now, belly bands are great if you've got like things you need to tuck in, or yeah, things you just want to hold in place. So I might save that for tomorrow, because tomorrow's page actually lends itself nicely. So let's change our idea. I'm not going to create that today. So I'm going to use this image, which I'm going to just cut out. Very roughly. So we've got the two girls holding hands and looking at our beautiful owls. In the actual photo, I think they're looking at a fox, which a policeman's holding. But I just thought they're quite cute little girls that would make beautiful paper fairies. If you haven't started Junk Journal January, there's still time to catch up. There's no, it's completely relaxed. You do it at your own pace. You don't have to have it completed in January. If you are a regular watcher of mine, you'll know that I'm doing Scraptember. And even though it's January now, I'm still doing it, and I will be returning to that at the end of January. I'm just using January to ease myself back in to my arts and crafts gently. I have got so many projects on the go. I've got to do finish my discarded project. And then I've got glue books that I'm doing. I need to finish the 2025 full deck challenge with Shanuki art. I've got about 10 cards left to do that. I've got glue book going on. I've got so much going on. But for January, I'm not stressing about it. So they are looking down here. So let's have them kind of here, and I'm going to just tear around this owl, keeping some of the foliage as well. And we're going to have the owl in that bottom corner that the children are looking at. After the other day talking about my favourite book, Narnia, I was like, I want to watch Narnia again. So I have put on the film Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, which I haven't seen for a good couple of months. I don't know if you're my age or younger, but I watched, when I was a kid, I videoed off the telly the BBC version of the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, the one they did in parts, which was really cool. And I loved that. But yeah, I do like the films as well. So I think it's going to be a film marathon today, as I'm at work tomorrow and I'm just kind of taking it easy today. So we've got our lovely owl, and actually it lends itself nicely to a pocket. So what do we do when we want to strengthen a pocket? We grab some book paper. So where are you, book page? I have got a few left in here. I might need to get a few more out of the book. As I said in my last video, keep watching. When we get to tomorrow, I'm going to give you the details of a giveaway I'm going to do when we get halfway through. So I just want that on there. Just lends itself to be in a pocket, actually. It's such a lovely image. Let's just pocketize it, if that's a word. It is now, because it's a word I've just made up. And then we're just going to tear around, having some of that paper still showing, giving it that layered effect. Really cute. Let's just tear him in down there, tear that across the bottom there so it doesn't look like. Right, so we've got our pocket and we're going to just stick that down there. That will just give it a bit of a layer, and I like to use this glue for pockets because it's a slightly thicker glue. Annoyingly, Home Bargains seem to have stopped selling it. And it was such a bargain. It was like £1 something in Home Bargain. And if you buy it on YouTube or anything, eBay, it's like 4 or 5 quid. So it was a bargain, but they've obviously run out of stock. But I'll keep an eye out. And if they get it back in, I will stock up, because it's great for when I do my miniatures for my doll's house as well. So we're just sticking the pocket down, making sure it's well stuck down. Okay, so that's nicely stuck down, and then let's go back to my lovely girls and have a think about how we're going to whimsy them up a bit. So I have got my gold pen, which we can just outline. That just gives them a bit of a gold. And I might make these as like little paper dolls. So let's put them on something as well, so they can be moved in and out. They could be made like and used like a bookmark. And I have got something I can stick them on to. Yes, I can see it. Just having a think there. Did I need to pause the video and go and grab it? But no, I can see it in my pencil sortie tray thingy. It's sticking out. So we're just going round the edge, just adding that little gold element that we've been trying to carry through. I know I said I was keeping it really simple, and I am really trying to keep it simple, but I also want to just use some other techniques, because otherwise I'll get bored. You'll get bored of watching the same old videos of me just sticking down a few layers. And I do want to complete this project. I really enjoyed Junk Journal January. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of that gold onto the wings, going over where I stamped. Just adding that little bit of whimsy gold to the wings. Okay. And I did get out 2 sets of wings, but I think because they're holding hands, I think they could have 1 wing each. And what we can do is just cut out a book paper one for the one that's behind it, because it would be okay, there you go. Because it would actually be the back end of a different wing. So let's just cut that one off. Just going to cut that one off as well. Okay, so we've got 1 wing coming out from behind her. Actually, she is going to have the 2 wings. So let's have her with her 2 wings. And one like that. And what we want is that one, but we want the print side. While I'm pondering, let's just go round her wing with the gold. So she's got the gold as well. Just add into the Whimsy. Okay, so let's stick this young lady's wings on. I'm just going to use a bit of the glue stick. And she's got hers coming out like that. Okay, just sticking them behind her like that. So hers are kind of coming out. And then let's stick this young lady's wings down as well. So she's got her little wings coming out from behind her. So this one's got them like that. Right, now this is the stick off a fan that I had picked up, and the fan is breaking, so I've kept the sticks. And actually it's quite a cute little stick, isn't it? So I think if we use that to make like a little paper fairy, what we might want to do, just pull that one off for a bit. We're going to just stick it down, and I'm going to use a bit of masking tape. Just making sure it's well stuck down. And we're just going to stick this young lady's other wing coming out from behind her like that, which covers up some of the masking tape as well. And then look, we got a little Whimsy bookmark. How cute is that? Love it. Absolutely love it. And I've done it that way so you can hold it. So that's going to go in my page so that the girls are looking at the owl. Let's just add some definition to our owl using my doodle pens, my glittery pens, because we don't want him getting lost. We want to be able to see him. So I'm just going around the edge of the design, following the lines. It's an absolutely beautiful kit. And don't forget, if you haven't started already, you can download this kit for 50% off using the link in the description from Sandra at Be Happy Stationery's Ko-fi shop. But if you join her Facebook group, and also Jeanette at Crafting Dragons Designs has her Facebook group, and she's put some discount codes on her Facebook group as well. Just search Crafting Dragon Designs. Hopefully you found the playlist on Sandra's YouTube channel and you've been following along and seeing all the beautiful creations from the other members of the design team that are taking part in creating videos for you to follow and support you in completing this challenge. Remember, there is no stress about completing it. You complete it at your own pace. You do as much or as little as you like. You don't have to do every day. As I said, I'm just doing it as a little something each day, a little 5-10 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes, just to get my crafting mojo back after the excesses and craziness of Christmas. Let's just pick out those red berries just by adding a little bit of the glitter. And actually, when you go back and I look through my journal and I see where I've picked out the berries, actually it really does make them stand out on the page as you flick through it, particularly as the light catches them, as the light isn't great in January, let's be honest. So it's quite nice to have something that the light from my desk lamp is catching, which is lovely. Right, I am literally going to leave that page there. I could add in some other papers behind them, so you could have some journaling papers, but actually they're just like little paper dolls. And then we're just going to stick down the prompt, and there is day 14 complete. So we've just created some little whimsical paper fairies, paper dolls, to be looking at the beautiful owl. And page 14 is done. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I will release my giveaway and give you details about how you can take part in that if you're in the UK. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.